lost the track, so I've got to get it again. It's been a while. If you hear a buzzing noise in the background, we've got the aircon on. We can't manage to open a window in the studio.
That track was Selena Gomez in The Scene, Who Says.
No, that was UB40 and Every Breath You Take.
Good. See, you actually know your tracks.
Of course I do. So, we've got a few shout-outs to do on the show. We've got a few things to cover as well. As we said at the start, Vishal had a nasty accident with his desktop computer over the 2-month hiatus that we've had. You may have noticed the Random F posts and the new Magical Trevor show. Take a listen. Magical Trevor's been up to some very naughty things over the last 2 months. You'll have to interpret the dance moves and everything yourself, as Random F says, but take a listen to the shows. Very good. We've covered a lot of facts. Now, to get to Vishal's major problem, which was quite funny to start with, and then just became annoying.
And then became a major issue.
Yeah. So, basically, what happened was, I had to replace your motherboard, didn't I? To start with.
No. To start with, it was a hard disk.
Yeah, I had to replace the hard disk.
First the hard disk, because apparently there was... What was on there?
Some sort of Trojan virus which was causing you a whole heap of problems.
And it was basically eating the hard disk.
Yeah.
Literally.
So it was causing
and
a lot.
We changed the hard disk over. And what happened to that guy? What did that guy do?
He cloned the hard disk with the virus and said, "This hard drive is fine. You can use this. It won't cause any issues." So we took him on his word. What happens? Hard disk died. And then Vishal managed to get an 80 gig off me. And then what happens, Vishal?
It screws up, and I'm thinking, okay, I need another hard disk now. And then I get another one. I put another one in. And this time the computer doesn't even start.
Yeah.
Meaning the motherboard has literally fried itself.
Yeah. Now, we don't know how this happened. Vishal's one of these who doesn't mess with anything in the motherboard, as he said in previous shows. Never has done.
I wouldn't touch it at all in any way.
So, we're gonna, and then basically, so Vishal's in a situation at the minute where he's got no desktop computer, so he can't listen to his music because the desktop computer downstairs in his house is missing 3 screws off the PCI cards, so the cards keep dropping out. That's
meaning there's no sound.
Yeah. So now we're going to cover as many questions as we can. We've had about 40 questions that we've had. We're going to split this into a 2-parter, but we're going to cover 20 of the questions on today's show, due to the fact that they're similar questions, and we thought we'd get them all the way out the way in batches. So we'll do it that way today. We've got some news regarding Facebook, some news regarding the friends of PCTechRadio, who we're going to give a shout out to later on. We're going to be doing an album review of Selena Gomez's new album, and we're going to that's for the next show, because hopefully by then Joyty will be free and be able to join us and kick Vishal's ass for him.
She can try.
Dude, you know she listens to the show.
Yeah, she can try.
Dude, she's gonna batter you.
She can try.
Right, guys, this next song is Roll Up 2.
No, it's actually called Roll Up.
Is it called Roll Up?
Yeah.
Oh, the 2s, because
there was 2 copies of it, so it just put 2.
So hold on, you downloaded it through iTunes.
Yeah.
And you've copied it twice.
No, you've copied it twice.
Okay, no worries. This one's actually called Roll Up, and we'll be back right after this.
And the artist is Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa? Yeah. New single or?
No, it's been out for a while. Oh, by the way, you have to watch the video. Any R&B artists or any people who know their music, remember Cassie that did the track Me and You?
Yeah.
Cassie's in the video, and
Is she still recording?
well, apparently she still is, but we haven't heard anything from her for a while. She's gone a bit quiet.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But the reason why I say watch the video is you have to see her hair, because if anybody's watched Chris Brown's video Crawl,
Yeah.
and you see her hair in Crawl,
Right.
she's basically got half her head grade 1,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the other half of her head
Long.
she's got long hair.
Yeah.
She's changed her hairstyle again, but I have to say, damn, she looks hot. I'm serious, she looks hot.
Okay, guys, this is Roll Up, and this is Wiz
The video.
The video is good, and Vishal's just burnt his legs to cinder with my laptop, which is quite funny. Now, as we were saying, Vishal's had a few problems with his PC. It was quite major problems, isn't it? So, what are you planning to do then, Vish, on with your PC at the moment?
At the moment,
Well, when you get the money to, you know what I mean?
gonna get another motherboard.
Are you going to get that motherboard bundle? That 4 gig Phenom, AMD Phenom 2 3.2 gig?
I'm thinking about it, you know. I need to save up enough for that.
Yeah, but I got another board to show you after the show, you know. Another one. That you're gonna,
How much is that?
it's 220
Yeah.
from maria.carmel.co.uk. But, dude, the board is sick.
How many USB ports?
If I say you won't need an expansion card,
How many though? 10.
10.
Yeah, just about enough.
What do you mean just about enough?
Yeah.
How many USBs do you need?
Keyboard,
Yeah,
3 externals,
that's 4.
USB thing, the adapter for
Your phone,
the phone,
that's 5.
one for the other phone,
6,
one for the MP3 player,
7,
one for the other MP4 and MP5 player,
8.
One for the router. Remember, I'm using
Oh yeah, dongle. Yeah, 9.
just about enough.
You got 1 spare. Oh my god, you might need an expansion board then. Okay, we're gonna get straight into your questions. Now, like I said, I've put them together in the fact that we've got similar things. Now, we've always said, and Random F always says, that Vista is,
The worst operating system you can have.
yeah, it's one of the worst that Microsoft ever released. So many problems with it, it's unreal. Now, we've had a thing about games on Vista. Now, me and we were discussing this the other day, weren't we? When I was telling you the questions, and Visual was saying compatibility mode all the way. But there's one guy who emailed me on my personal email and said, try compatibility mode, doesn't work, not working whatsoever. Now, there's 3 stages, well, I call it 3 stages. Basically, we've got your old DOS games.
Obviously, we know those.
From 3.1, 95 and 98.
Yeah.
Then you've got the ones that came out for 98 but went into XP and Vista. The DOS games, when XP came out, became obsolete. You couldn't play the DOS games.
Yeah, you couldn't play most of them.
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
And then when Vista came out, you had the compatibility mode for the latest releases. Again, DOS games weren't able to be played, and it's the same with 7. Now, we're clumping them all into one thing because it's a general thing. How do I get my games working on 7 and on Vista? And you know, first and foremost, if you're using Vista, don't stop. Upgrade, go to Vista Premium, buy it.
Or just go to 7.
No, you can't. You've got to go from Vista Premium, remember, Home Premium. You've got to go from Vista Home Premium to 7, no matter what version of 7 you're installing. But that's only if you want to upgrade. You can do the complete reformat, but if you've got documents that you want to save, then you know it's a bit of a nightmare. Now, we've got a new website, we've got a new web address, we've got new email addresses. RandomF did announce the old email addresses on his show 2 shows ago, and basically that's my fault. I should have told him that we'd changed the email addresses as well. So our email, when they're up and running, is visual@PCTechRadio.org.uk, and it's the same for Joyty. If you want Joyty to do any reviews on any films or music albums, we have promised one friend of PC Tech Radio that we're going to review her latest album release. We'll get into that a bit later. But yeah, the new website, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it, Vish?
Yeah, it looks quite nice actually.
It's PCTechRadio.org.uk. You'll find all the facts. Some of them need to be changed. I need to get that sorted and get them changed over and sorted out. But that's going to take some time, so please bear with me in that. There's a few other things as well. We're going to be doing a lot more towards supporting a lot more humanitarian aid charities. So if you want any information, you can write to us at PC Tech Radio, and that is 20 Coombe Road, and that is in Perry Bar, Birmingham, B20 3EL. If you want any more information on what charities we're looking to support, we're going to be hopefully helping out on some local fundraising events, some community projects and things like that. So, you know, we're going to be going into various things. Now, to get back to the games issue, now Visual knows about this. One good thing to play your DOS games in 7, even in XP and in Vista, is DOSBox.
Yeah.
Can take a bit of a while to sort of come to terms with, get to grips with, and then, you know, organise various things for it, because you've got to set up your sound drivers and everything to be compatible. But if you're using Vista, for God's sake, just get rid of it. It's one of the worst. Well, how would you describe it? I'm lost for words on how to describe it now.
It is the Internet Explorer of the operating systems world.
Yeah, it's rubbish. Oh, for people out there, Firefox 5 is now available for download.
And me and David have been using it, and let me put it to you this way. It's Firefox, but even more safer and about 20 times faster.
Yeah, so, you know, we are going to be doing our video podcasts. Now, we're not going to cover the games thing a bit more, but we hope we've answered those questions. A lot of games nowadays, though, PC games wise, are done through Steam, is it? Or Stream? Or Steam, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're done through Steam. Now, the only issue with Steam that I've got, that if you lose your login details, you're knackered. You cannot play your games. And unfortunately, a lot of the modern games now, you have to use Steam. You've got no choice. So, I think what we're going to do is we'll go into another song break, and then we'll cover the a few more questions. Yeah?
Yeah.
May as well. Visuals on Facebook again. It's all good fun. Okay, guys, we'll be back after this, and this is Flow Rider and featuring, is it Kesha or Keisha? Keisha, and this is Right Round.
It's J-Lo featuring Lil Wayne, I'm Into You.
Yeah. Now, as we've said, we've been busy over the last 2 months. We've got the new website up, new email addresses. At the moment, guys, you can contact us on pc.tech.radio@hotmail.co.uk with all your questions. Now, we've got a couple of announcements. It was you first of all, wasn't it? You started talking to one of the friends of PCTechRadio.
Yeah, for a joke.
And you stitched me up big time. Now,
yeah, it was hilarious.
Now, we don't want to cause offence, because if it is the real person that we're talking about, fair enough. If it isn't, then, you know, the real person's going to get a shock in the mail, because with what Visual did, it was quite
funny and
in a way, but it was shocking to me.
And he got kind of
caught up in the middle of it all. So basically,
and he got a rollicking.
Yeah. So basically,
and what did that person say in their first response?
Let's explain it. Right. Visual added Selena Gomez on Facebook, and what did you post on her wall?
I think I said something like, I said, by the way, Grandad forgot, Grandad's going to be posting the t-shirts off soon, and I said, thank you for all your music and everything like that, blah blah blah. And then she messaged him. What was the first thing she said?
Hello Grandad, where are my t-shirts? So now I am known as Grandad, so I don't know what's going on, but
you're always known as Grandad.
That's DJ Grandad to you.
No, Grandad.
Or DJ Gramps.
No, it's Grandad, or as I call you, Grandpa.
Basically, I said to Selena, again, we don't wish to cause offence, we don't know if it's the real Selena Gomez, but as we said, I messaged Selena to let her know that we've posted the t-shirts and to her agent, so hopefully she would have received them by next week. Is it?
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, it takes about 4 to 5 working days to get to the States, doesn't it? I think, post-wise.
Yeah, well, they say 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, but now I'm known as Grandad to the friends of PCTechRadio. And to remind everybody, the friends of PCTechRadio consist of Selena Gomez, Ashley Tisdale, Miley Cyrus, Vanessa Hudgens, and I think that's it so far.
What that thing? UB40.
Oh, Ali Campbell. Yeah, Ali Campbell on our Twitter group.
How can you forget him? You're like biggest fan.
I know. I can't wait for his new album.
Grandad.
Yeah, Grandad moment. But guys, like we've said, we've been really busy. Now, the next set of questions we've had, which we've grouped together, this is from Mike in London, Steve in Wiltshire, and Paul in Cumbria. They're all asking about compatibility in Windows 7. Now, obviously this is a visual question because it's to do with software. and Steve, I can't remember the names I've just said now. I'm having a grand old day. Well, basically all three of them are having the same issue, but related around PCI cards. And one's a sound card, one's a graphics, and I think one is one of them stupid big like connection board things, games connector.
Yeah.
When they go to connect it, obviously 7 goes into a complete compatibility mode.
Yeah.
Now, they said they installed the drivers perfectly. They did their Windows updates, but basically what's happened is when they've rebooted their systems, all the drivers they've installed have screwed up, they've knackered. Now, my take on it is the driver updates weren't disabled in Windows updates.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft have got to the point now where they're doing driver updates for things that are nothing to do with them, and these are just generic drivers. Now, I'm assuming that it's because the generic drivers are installed, and they're not installed off the manufacturer's website. But what's your take on it, Vish? Because it looks like we're going to be getting a few of these questions in a week.
I think with the driver installations, I wouldn't keep updating everything all the time.
Yeah,
because
but
what's going to happen is it'll get to a point where a new update hasn't been basically sorted out and isn't working properly.
Yeah, but that's through Windows, isn't it? Not through the manufacturer.
Even doing it from the manufacturer. Because think about it, if the manufacturer says we've done an update for our software, but then it's not compatible with 7 or it's not compatible with Vista, then what?
Yeah, true.
Everything's got to be made compatible. Like, for example, you were saying Windows 8, which we will get into.
Yeah.
What was that antivirus software?
Oh,
there is no antivirus software that is Windows 8 compatible right now.
Yeah, because they haven't been given the code.
Yeah, so you can't really do anything in that sense, if you know what I mean. You see what I mean about compatibility issues?
Yeah. Right, we're going to cover Windows 8 today as well, a little bit, because we're anticipating its release this year. Is it this year or next year it comes out? It's this year, isn't it?
Later this year or early next year.
Yeah, but
to be honest, I reckon it'll be early next year, because remember they did the same thing when 7 came out. Coming out. 7's coming out in March, April, and then
it was
summer.
May, June, and then it was August, then September,
and it just got lengthened and lengthened and lengthened.
Yeah, but guys, in the next show as well, we're gonna give a shout out to the friends of PC-Tech-Radio. Hey guys, everybody on the Facebook group, hello, thanks for joining.
Thank you to all our fans and all our listeners across the globe.
Yeah, guys, without you, we wouldn't be able to do our show without your questions. But for the time being, please send all your questions to pc.tech.radio@hotmail.co.uk while I sort out the new email addresses. Now, RandomF has had a problem with MSN for the last couple of months, I believe. So we've just found we think we've just found the fix for MSN.
Yeah.
Now this if you've had this problem, basically you'll see the rest of your screen's perfect, nothing wrong with it, but when you boot the new MSN live, it's blurry as hell and you can't use it. Now, the issue, which I'll let Vishal go into, is
Well, basically, we've determined it.
But, yeah.
From one person that I can tell you, they've determined it. What the problem that they've actually managed to find is, they reckon that it's the actual drivers for your graphics cards, because they've got an ATI card, so they've got ATI drivers.
So,
what they
but
did
this
was,
may not be ATI specific.
Yeah, may not be ATI specific, but it might be drivers for newer graphics cards.
Yeah.
Right. What they said was they've narrowed it down to the fact that it's their ATI drivers. So they got uninstalling them didn't solve the problem. As soon as they deleted the graphics card from Device Manager, they rescanned for new hardware and it loaded up standard driver that comes with Windows 7. Live Messenger then worked perfectly fine. After that, he installed Catalyst 11.5. Messenger went all fuzzy again. And so he's thinking now it's the drivers. So the drivers are causing a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Then he said it goes all fuzzy after he installed it. And what happened afterwards was he installed a different version, a previous version to that, uninstalled the device, searched for a new driver through Windows Device Manager, tested it with Live Messenger. Weird thing is that it reported that I'm using 11.5 or 11.4 was installed. The graphics driver is probably from before 11.4, judging by the date. So he tested the 3D performances on there. He found that the morphological filtering in CCC, when it was turned off, Live Messenger worked perfectly fine.
So that's with the ATI. So what I'll do is I'll check with Random F, see if he's using the ATI graphics card. Bookmark that page, dude.
I am doing it now.
Because then I can send him the link. Now, next show, hopefully, fingers crossed, Joyty will be in the studio.
It's going to be a long time before that happens.
I know, she's busy. But, she's busy snoozing. Did you see her Facebook post the other day?
Which one?
I need more Z's.
Yeah.
So it looks like she's been burning both ends of the candle, so to speak.
I thought when I was looking at it, I was like breezing through. I thought I said I need some more D's, and I was like, huh? What? And then I looked at it again. I was like, oh, okay, alright. Just interpreting the number.
Now we did promise Sally that we would do a review of her new album on this show.
We will be doing it soon.
We will be doing it soon. As soon as it's released, we will be doing a review.
Don't worry, I will make sure Grandpa remembers. It's okay.
I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you. I'll tell you what, if I get a message from Ali Campbell saying say hello to Granddad, I'm going to strangle you. But this is the first single off Selena Gomez's new album, and the album is called When the Sun Shines, isn't it? Yeah, When the Sun Shines. Now, this is the new single off her album, but basically before that, so obviously we've said it's down to the graphics cards drivers, yeah? Is there anything else at all, or
No, that's basically it.
Right. Now, Vish, have you been reading about the Voss twins and what they're doing with Facebook again?
Oh yes.
This is right. This has been going on now for the last 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah, a bit too long.
Yeah, way too long. Basically, what it is, the Voss twins claim to be the true creators of the social networking site Facebook, and they say that Mark Zuckerberg has stolen the idea while working on it for them, because they didn't know how to do certain things. So they've contracted Mark to do these certain things, and he's stolen the idea and published it and copyrighted it to himself. Now, apparently, they've accepted. Did they accept that? They accepted that offer, that settlement, didn't they?
Yeah.
With they accepted a cash settlement plus some stocks and shares as well. Now, apparently they're back in court with.
To be honest, I missed half the film. I went to watch it, I ended up missing half the film.
What were you doing in the back row then?
That's for nobody else to know.
Oh yeah, true. Was it good though?
Dude, come on.
Sorry, I'm lowering the tone here. I'm lowering the tone, but yeah, basically, the Voss twins say they have proof which was disallowed in the original case. They've got original messages from Mark Zuckerberg that was either Dave held on to or that was given to them. And I've actually seen a couple of these that were leaked onto the web. And dude, if these are genuine, Mark Zuckerberg's got a lot of questions to answer. A lot of questions. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's dragged on too long. They've accepted a settlement. They've got, was it $90 million or something like that?
Yeah.
You know, dude, if it was me, fair enough. The guy's probably duped them, yeah? But
Yeah.
he's settled with you. He's giving you stocks for the company. When they float on the stock market next year, Facebook is going to be the biggest thing since Microsoft. Seriously. It's going to be the biggest thing since Microsoft. And think about how much those shares will be worth. Facebook as a company at the minute is worth $100 billion.
Yeah.
Right? Now, who wouldn't moan about owning a nice chunk of stock from Facebook?
Even if you had like what 5%, that's what, just under $1 billion.
Yeah? You know,
Just under a
you'd be
billion.
mega rich.
£1 billion, not dollars. Pounds.
The pound is more stronger than the dollar at the minute, isn't it?
Yes.
So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, why?
We're richer than Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, richer than Bill Gates by the time it floats in the stock market.
Yeah.
Because that's just an estimate about the 100 billion. That's just an estimate. That's the predictions from the analysts, according to a lot of the forums and everything. So Mark Zuckerberg could be ending up equal or maybe more than Bill Gates. But
Possibilities.
as they always say, with big money comes big responsibility.
I know.
You know, yes, you got 300 billion, yes, you can buy anything you want in the world. But if you're doing things illegal or anything like that, you should still be subject to the same laws. Isn't it? Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're going to get into the Windows 8 session in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because we've got a lot of things to talk about on Windows 8. So, I mean, it's our opinion on it. The show's been a bit sketchy, but me and Vishal... Oh, should we announce what we were talking about? No, we can't announce that yet, can we?
Not yet.
We can lay hints, though, can't we?
Can what?
Put hints that, you know...
If you want.
Let's do the hints, because I think it'll intrigue the listeners.
Done.
Right. We'll also cover what we're going to be covering in the video podcasting. So, we'll be back right after this. This is Selena Gomez's new single from her new album, and this is Who Says. The first single release of Selena Gomez's new album, When the Sun Rises. That was Who Says. Now, Windows 8, we saw an article in Micromart, didn't we?
Yeah. And the other article on Zedina as well.
Yeah, and everybody's a bit dubious about Windows, what is now being known as Windows 8.
Yeah.
Now, my personal opinion on this, I don't know if you're along the same lines, Vish, but my personal take on this is, if it's as good as Windows 7 Ultimate, then I'm happy. If it's 10 times better than Windows 7 Ultimate, I'm happy. But if it's as shit as Vista, I'm going to be mega upset. Because since Vista, I think Microsoft have come a long way. Yeah, they've had their problems, their issues, and everything like that.
I still remember everyone when Vista came out. Everyone was like, "Oh, Vista, you've got to
Yeah,
get it, you've got to get it, you've got to get it." And I was like, I sat back and I said, you know what? I want to see how this comes out.
Yeah.
6 months down the line, Vista's got so many errors, this and that. Okay, I'm not going to get it. I'll wait till the errors get fixed.
Yeah.
More errors come up. Okay, I'm going to wait for them to get fixed. More errors come up. I'm going to wait for them to get fixed.
But dude,
waited a couple
what
of months.
What operating system did you stay with?
XP.
Same with me. I stayed with XP. The only time I got Vista was when I got my laptop.
No, but it was funny what they did. Errors, okay, I'm going to wait. Errors, okay, I'm going to wait. Errors, okay, I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
Errors, okay, I'm going to wait. And then, word comes out,
Yeah.
Windows 7's getting made.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so why am I going to bother with Vista?
But the thing is, do you remember the queues at the shops when Vista was released?
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous. Now, Windows 7...
Okay, I'm not being funny, but this is useful consumer advice for everyone and
Yeah.
anybody. Anything that comes out software related, even mobile phones,
Or hardware related as well.
or
sometimes.
hardware related,
Sometimes.
the moment it comes out, do not go and buy it.
At least wait.
At least wait a couple
For-
of months.
I'd say 1.5, 2 months tops.
2 months. I would wait 2 months, and then I would consider buying it, because what will happen is.
But only a consideration though, because I think that over those 2 month periods, you'll hear on the forums, you'll hear on the chat rooms, and
everything
about
all
errors or issues.
all the errors, all the problems, all the stupid little things. Like, do you remember that one? I think was it for the iPhone 4,
Oh,
where if you
left-handed people couldn't use it.
Left-handed people couldn't use it. Now, how the hell can you develop a phone that left-handed people can't use?
Yeah, but guess what's coming out this year?
iPhone 5.
Yeah,
I already know.
it's crazy. And yet, people with the iPhone 4, which only just came out end of last year,
Yeah.
right, are going to go and buy the iPhone 5. My mate has got the iPhone 4. He rang, dude, no word of a lie, he rang me Friday, and said, I'm going to give you my iPhone 4. I'm going to give it you. And I went, right, yeah, whatever. And he went, no, I'm being serious. I went, why? And I knew exactly what he was going to say. I'm getting the iPhone 5. He's one of those people that if it comes out, he has to have it. I mean, when the GTX 4s came out, the Nvidias,
Yeah.
he bought 2 of them. But not the basic ones.
The high-end.
The high-end ones. I'm saying to him, you've got more money than sense.
He's got more money. Tell him to borrow me some money.
I know. I'm tempted to ask him myself. But the thing is,
I'm not going to repay him back.
there's a lot of people out there.
It's not a loan.
Yeah.
It's a grant.
Yeah. You know, you won't see it until I'm in a job that's at least paying me 20 grand a year or something like
Yeah.
that. Now, as you're aware, we never used to mention our lovely workplace, but
No, it's not our lovely workplace. We both don't work there anymore.
yeah, we used to work at, drum roll please, we used to be working at Asda. Now, the reason why we didn't mention it was because of a little clause in our contracts when we were there. I didn't actually know this, but do you know, anything that's in a public forum, like PCTechRadio, the reason why I put a stamp on saying that we weren't going to mention it is because they could have sacked us.
Okay.
So, but that's only because of Walmart. Well, it's not Asda anymore, it's Asda Walmart. We've got to get that right.
Asda Walmart.
Yeah. So for people in the United States, you know Walmart, you know a lot of their company practices. So yeah, we worked there. I worked there for just over 10 years, and How long were you there, Vish?
3.5 to 4 years.
See, so I'm a veteran. I've been through a lot at that place, and Vishal can testify to that.
At that rubbish place, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good people there. You know,
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There are good people there. There aren't many of them.
Yeah.
To be honest, that place is full of backstabbers, two-faced people who genuinely just have attitude problems, and people who just think they are it. And they own the place.
Yeah, but you know, so you get that in day-to-day life anyway.
You get that in day-to-day life, but it's kind of like, you know, okay, if they did it outside of work, you could understand and be like, okay, I can walk away and I don't have to put up with it.
But if it's in work and it's causing you issues, you know, prime example, I'm still not going to mention it, but prime example is what I went through.
Yeah.
You know, where I was up against 5-6 people, and I was getting.
Remember my bit just before I left.
Yeah.
Remember my bit just before I left.
Yeah. You know, but at the end of the day, we're not here to criticise a company because of their practices or the people they take on. I found it inspiring in a way, because it just shows me it just shows us how not to run PCTechRadio.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
And how not to try and screw your employees over.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we've had a bad year last year, where we got absolutely roasted and dragged over the fires. We're rebuilding from that, which is why it's taken us so long to come back on the air and get that sorted. Now, anyway, back onto the topic of Windows 8. Now, graphically, Vish, what are you expecting from it? Are you expecting more than Windows 7?
A lot more than 7.
In what sense? So, if we put it in the sense of more realism during games and stuff like that, yeah?
Everything, it should look better as well. It should look better. It should be more. There should be more fluidity in everything that you do. Obviously, we expect the system requirements to be higher.
Yeah.
So in general, you'll get that better fluidity anyway. In the system. But I mean, come on. I mean, what was that motherboard that you were saying? The one that was like that 800 quid? No, 900 quid, not for the motherboard, just for the processor.
For the processor. It was one of the extreme processors. It's like 800 quid. AMD.
Phenom.
I think it was one of the Phenom ones. I'm not sure.
Phenom Extremes.
Yeah. Or it might have been one of the Intel ones, but they are.
It's not the Intel ones. I know it's not the Intel.
They are 800 quid. Now I can't justify spending that much money on just a processor.
But when you hear what it is, you can kind of justify.
Well, it's like eight processors in one.
Yeah. Why?
Running at 3.7 gig.
Yeah, isn't that the one where you've got 2 processors?
No, this is quad. So 4
no,
processors.
Isn't this the one where you've got 2 actual processor chips?
Oh, on the board. You're on about the board that I found, where it can house 2 16 gig sticks of DDR3 and 2 either AMD or 775 pin processors. So if you've got 2, say for example, you've got 2 quad-core extreme processors Intel, if there is such a thing, or 2 Duo Extremes, running at 3.2 gig, running 2 16 gig sticks
of DDR3 RAM.
Yeah, you know, you're talking a hell of a lot of power. A hell of a lot of power. I mean, the speed that thing will go at,
unreal.
It'd be scary. It'd be like doing you know, a negative G6 turn in a jet fighter. You know.
Oh my god.
It's just crazy. I mean, I've actually seen. I'll actually have to show it you. Actually, a nitrogen cooled system. I think I was telling you about this. A nitrogen cooled system, right? And it has to be cooled by nitrogen because it's that powerful that nothing else can keep it cool apart from nitrogen. But like I was saying to Visual, if you want to turn your house into a venting, with tubes coming out of it and all that, just for the nitrogen to flow around, it's crazy. But I'm expecting from Windows 8 saying graphically it needs to be.
I think Microsoft have to realise that the expectations for 8 are going to be massive.
Yeah.
They've got a very, very big ask.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I don't like the 3 operating systems thing that they've done.
Ultimate,
yeah,
Home Premium, and
if they're going to do anything, go by the ultimate. Go by the bloody ultimate editions.
Make an ultimate edition and make a basic one.
Yeah, not a Home Premium. What's the point? What is the point?
It's just a marketing gimmick for them to make more.
Yeah,
money.
exactly. It's just a few less bits of software which you can download for free anyway from Microsoft's website, or you get it via updates.
Yeah.
I mean, I did.
Or you go to download.com and download it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have Media Center on my laptop, so I went to Microsoft's website and I downloaded it, and it's free. You don't pay for it. Now, but as Vishal said, they've got a big ask, a big fucking ask, and
no, a huge ask.
Okay, a huge ask. But the thing is, I think it'll be the death of
Vista,
of the Windows operating systems
and XP.
All of them together. It'll be the death of the operating systems if they screw this up.
Yeah.
Because you've got better operating systems out there, for example Linux, and it's free. It's free. But again, Linux, a lot of people don't know how to use. I'm one of them. I don't know how to use it. Never have done.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Yeah, it's free.
But that's Safari. Or OS X.
OS X is, but it depends which one. OS X or Leopard.
OS X are new ones.
That's for Macs though.
Same thing. I wouldn't bother installing it.
Yeah. But again, our take on Windows 8 is Microsoft have a huge ask on them, and if they mess it up and screw it up, it's going to be the death of the operating system for them, which is a shame, considering that Windows 3.1 started at Xerox, which was stolen by Bill Gates.
Yeah.
So one film I've got to give you though, Pirates of Silicon Valley. Came out in 1999. It's the story about Macintosh and Microsoft.
Do you remember what my initial reaction was when you said, when you told me the name of that?
Yeah, you thought it was a porn movie.
all I had was Silicon Valley, and I was like, dude, are you giving me porn? And he goes, no.
Straight away I had to say no, because but it's a good movie. If it stars Noah Wiley, and I can't remember who plays Bill Gates, but it's a true telling of the competition between Macintosh and Microsoft, and of course Macintosh being the creators of the Apple Mac and the MacBook Pros and Apple itself, because Macintosh and Apple, even though they were under the same company, they were separate design teams.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Microsoft are part owners of Apple.
Really?
Tells you at the end of that film, I'll show you. Right, this next track is
Louis Essien featuring Tanya, and the track is called How We Roll.
Yeah. Now, guys, we'll be back after this because we've got a couple of short announcements, and then we'll be signing off. And we will see you next time.